Hey folks, we're here at Kravings Kafe, located at 2171 Utica Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. We're here with owners Zay and Veda, and this is Real Estate Our Way.
Clear the way, clear the way, clear the way when the bamboo come to play. Clear the way, clear the way, clear the way when the bamboo play, mama. Clear the way, clear the way, clear the way when the bamboo play, mama. Clear the way, clear the way, clear the way when the bamboo play, mama.
Hey folks, please remember to like, subscribe, and share our videos.
And remember, stay tuned for the real estate tip later on in the show.
It's really Addie talk. Money on my mind. Don't care what they yarning about me in particular.
So, Zay and Veda, how did you meet each other?
We met when we were 15.
Wow!
That's my high school sweetheart.
Oh my God.
You gotta finish the story.
We're 34 now.
Yep.
I've been
Okay.
together for about 19 years.
15 to 30 to 17.
17. But you've been looking at her for the
For the past 19.
I've seen, before we actually spoke, I've seen her around her way a few times because I was friends with someone on the block that she lived on.
Right.
And then one day she decided to have her and her friend wanted to introduce because they would seen us on the block, and she was friends with my other friend, but we never spoke.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm kind of an introvert.
Okay.
So we went over to meet them because they wanted to find out who's our friend hanging out. His name was JR.
Right.
And so they wanted to meet us because he was friends with them, and then he stopped coming around them because now he has some guy friends to hang out with. So now they're like, oh, who are these guys that's always in the neighborhood or whatever? So we all went over there, but I stayed in the background. I was fixing my bike that day. So I didn't really speak. I was focused on fixing my bike, and then they were like, oh, who's the one that's so quiet in the back?
Right.
So everyone wants to single out the quiet guy.
Was she asking who the quiet guy was?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
then I guess she took an interest in my silence, mysteriousness or whatever.
But it could be the bicycle man. It was a mongoose or a dino.
It was a freestyle. So yeah, she was like, oh yeah, my friend came back and said, hey, Veda wants to meet you. And I'm like, really? Me? I was like, okay. And then kind of went from there.
The rest is history.
Yeah, it was history after that.
Excellent.
It's kind of I know it sounds cliche, but kind of love at first sight. After I spoke to her, I'm like, oh wow, she's interested. She's beautiful, she's pretty.
Right.
And she's opposite of me in the sense she's more outgoing than I am. I'm more conservative, so we kind of balance each other out.
Yeah.
Okay. Took an interest in.
The rest is history.
So 2 kids and on the way, and here we are today.
Excellent. Excellent. So, how did the idea of Kravings Kafe come about?
Well, it came about, each K in Kravings Kafe represents our sons. My oldest is Kai, and my youngest is Cam. So
Excellent.
each K, so I needed a name that would, definitely have something to do with them.
And it just
For them, our main motivation was something to leave behind for the kids, or just create something, show them how it's done, so they're not stuck in the traditional way, go to school and job. They could do that if they want. We wanted to start a business, show them that there's more ways to live and make money.
Right.
So you can always, get out the rat race.
Right.
Yeah.
Understood. And I guess with the 2 Ks, there's an emotional aspect to it.
Yes.
Yeah. Think of them when we say the name. Think of them when we go to sleep, to keep motivating us. And they come here from time to time. They see the real nice schools back here. So they know how to run a business, start a business, and know that sky's the limit. Shoot for the moon, aim for the rain, star, however the same. But there's no limits, only what we should put on yourself.
Excellent.
I mean, it's a little problem. They don't understand the concept of don't get high off your own supply. We're working on it.
Shakes ice cream all the time.
I think we may have that same problem today with the interviewers. So.
That is true. So for the people who are watching and who don't know, what kind of business is Kravings Kafe?
Well, Kravings Kafe is a ready-to-eat restaurant. We don't have a kitchen, but we do offer a lot of healthy options. So that's where the name Cravings come from. Is whatever you're craving. If you're craving something healthy, we have the acai bowls. We have the fresh juices. We have the smoothies. And if you wanna, crave onto a little bit of a sugary side, we have the ice creams. We have the milkshakes. We have the waffle sticks. We have the acai bowl that you put like Nutella on it, or something more sweeter on it, where it becomes more of a dessert versus something healthy. So it's pretty much like a balance. But the main thing about Kravings Kafe is we don't have any preservatives in the store. So even our base that we make the milk by, it expires after a couple of days. It's not going to your regular ice cream places where you don't know how long it was frozen for, and you don't know the preservatives and all that stuff that they're putting in. Another thing that I like to highlight is if you go to the ice cream truck or anywhere else and you see that the ice cream is melting like very, very fast, that's because there's more preservatives in it. So when you do get ice cream for us, I'm not saying it won't melt, but it won't melt as fast. Like you can get to at least a good 10 minutes of your destination before it starts to actually melt.
What is the first thing a buyer should do once they decide to purchase a home? They should get pre-approved. In doing the pre-approval process, the buyer would establish their buying power before creating their wish list. It would also help them to present a more competitive offer. What documents does the bank typically require of the buyer to issue a pre-approval? The bank will request that the buyer produce the 2 most recent year's W-2s, 1 month of pay stubs, 2 months of assets, and their personal identifying information, that is, driver's license and usually a passport. Once we have these documents, we can create a better financial picture of the would-be buyer and assist them in getting to the next step.
Hey folks, our goal is to grow our channel to 10,000 subscribers. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our videos with friends and family. Now, back to the show.
So Zay, what are 2 or 3 of your best sellers?
So the number one thing I would say is the cookies and cream, whether it's in the ice cream or milkshake.
Okay.
Can't go wrong with the Oreos and vanilla. Milk's favorite cookie, tastes great. The second, which I think should be the first, but not too many people know about, is the mango sorbet.
Nice.
I personally love that because it's sweet, but it's not as sweet as ice cream, and it's healthy because it's fruit. And they get that refreshing taste, especially on like the hotter, like hot summer days or in the spring. It just, when you taste it, it's just addicting right off that.
So I like the sound of that.
The third, I gotta say the acai.
Okay.
That's like everyone loves acai, and I didn't even know about it until we started this business. That's very popular. I like it with the granola, coconut shavings, and agave, strawberries, blueberries in it. So those are the top 3 I would say.
Excellent. So what differentiates your acai bowls from everyone else's?
Well, the main difference is we have the rolled ice cream machine. So it's not milk based, so it won't freeze. So anything that you put on the rolled ice cream machine, especially fruits, it has a lot of water in it. So instead of giving it a hard taste where you get it to roll the ice cream, it'll give it more of like a sorbet taste.
Okay.
So that is pretty much what stands out, because we noticed that when we were going to other places to try out like acai bowls, it was too watery because they were putting it in the blender and then putting it in a bowl, or they would prep it before, not knowing how long, and sometimes you'll get it and it's like as hard as a weapon.
Do you have any vegan options?
Yes, we have a vegan-based ice cream that can be made with mango, strawberries, or Oreos. We have sorbets, which comes in the mango or strawberry flavor. We also have acai bowls and Thai bowls, because those are all fruit and made with
So Veda, I gotta ask you this, as I know having a boss is hard sometimes, and I really didn't like it anymore. So this is why I became an entrepreneur. But I want to know what made you decide that you wanted to be an entrepreneur. You guys want to be entrepreneurs also.
Well, for me, I'm a serial entrepreneur, so it's not new to me. I just didn't know exactly where I wanted to go with it. So when we did end up going to like a rolled ice cream place, I was like, I think I really want to open up like a little shop for the kids since they like ice cream so much, like milkshakes so much. So for me, I went through other businesses. I've been an event planner, I've done Airbnbs, and now I'm doing a shop.
Okay,
And I can never do like the 9 to 5.
Yeah.
But what I've learned with having this shop also is, even though I don't have a 9 to 5, I do pretty much work more hours
Yes.
than a 9 to 5.
That is true.
So there's that.
They say the business owns you.
Exactly. And
Okay.
I've been a slave to Cravings Kafe.
Well, listen, it's so that I would be a slave. This is not a bad place to be a slave, okay? So, Veda, besides ice cream and smoothies, something else that everyone's watching that really doesn't know that you host events here also.
Yes, we do events called Paint and Roll, where basically you tell us the theme that you want to have, and I'll have the canvases made, and 2 by 2 as their, it could be a kids party or it could be an adult party. As that's happening, what I do is I'll teach you how to roll your own ice cream 2 by 2 while you paint.
Nice.
We do adult sip and paint as well, where we'll add like a little liquor tea or sorbet or ice cream or anything like that too. We also do outside events also, where we do corporate events, birthday parties, you name it, we'll be there.
Awesome. That sounds good. So I could bring my kid in, let them have a birthday
Of
party.
course, and we take care of everything for you.
Nice.
We have other add-ons, like if you want cake, if you want to have like party bags, like if you don't want to do anything at all, just let me know, and then I'll give you a quote, and then we'll go from there.
Hey folks, please remember to like, subscribe, and share our videos.
What advice would you give young entrepreneurs coming up?
I would say be prepared to put in the work in those hours, because when you see the glory, you don't really know the story, and the story behind it means a lot of hours you have to put into building your own business. And in some cases, you become the business, so that's something to watch out for as well. You gotta be prepared for the work and also be prepared to be business, because you want to ensure the business runs properly, and not everybody is you or will care as much as you. So finding the right people is very important, and also a challenge at the same time that holds that same caliber or appreciation for the business as you do, and the business will be essentially an extension of yourself. So you want somebody who cares about it just as much as you do, and surround yourself with the right people, and to help alleviate that burden of all those hours, so then you can take a break when you need to, because if you're not running 100%, chances are your business won't be running 100%.
And another thing also is make sure you have a system in place. Any business needs to have a straight and strict system. If you don't have a system, your business can go over the place.
Because those processes are what help your business run in the event of your own accidents. So
You gotta have
the
the
right people, you gotta have the process and policies in place to make sure it's running. Be prepared to put in the work, and
Clear the way when the bamboo play, mama. Clear the way, clear the way, clear the way when the bamboo